contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Well, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Sanders. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Sanders. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Pulled in at the 24. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. come the offense as they take over. The Browns set to take over.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He'll try and do this himself.
That'll be complete to Sampson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Muscles him off. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. Mason Graham busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and long. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Howard. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Let's go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, it's Shedeur.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Howard. Short throw to Smith. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And some room to work. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 14. Now they'll tuck it. Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Warren will try the right side.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
By Malik Collins. A 2-yard loss on the play.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Halftime coming up. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
44-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
This will be caught. Jeudy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Browns first down.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Gain of 11. And the Browns first down. First and goal, Cleveland.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Sanders.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the gun, it's Sanders.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Come on. Hey.
Back to throw. Sanders.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
For the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And fighting down inside the 25. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake. Howard. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go! Panther 60! Panther 60!
On the give, it's Warren. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard down to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Howard. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw. Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go!
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Steelers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Got his man, it's Warren. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. gets 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Steelers, first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Howard.
Not wasting time, going right back to... DK Metcalf.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Second and a yard.
2nd and 1. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cleveland offense making their way out.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up. With your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Dancing away at the 35. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hey, check that.
First down, right back to Judkins.
And he stopped immediately there.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
Sanders to throw. That's going to be caught by Rivers.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Once again, Judkins.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Let's go.
Sanders. Setting up the screen for Sampson. Oh, nice move. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go street.
On first down, here's Jenkins. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Partner, so much for situational football because that's the absolute last thing you want to do when you're protecting a lead in the fourth quarter. Not only do you lose yardage, but you find a way to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football in the double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure that this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Howard now. From the gun, he'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
At the 20-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37th, gain of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Go, 70 Timberwolves.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
The Browns first down.
A give up the middle, Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A give. Here's Jenkins. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So Cleveland